Hello guys, and welcome back to another chess video. So guys, in today's video, as you can read from the title, we are finally getting into the opening, middle games, and end games. I will be explaining the whole thing in today's video. I also have a bonus that I also have something to say, which I will include at the end of the video. So let's get started. So let's start with the openings. So the opening is basically when you're starting the game, right? E4, you know what, let's do this one. D4, D5, bishop F4, knight F6, knight F3, C5, C5, E3, and now you're kind of advancing to the middle game, like you're building up your position. You're building up a good position. And now, like for example, knight c6. Like as you can see, you got the two knights out. Your minor pieces usually would be out first. And you play c3. What else? Maybe like something like bishop g6. Go here, go here, go here, castle, and castle. And now once you've done everything over here, now you have to advance and attack on the king. Opening is basically where you build up your position up to the middle game. Now in the middle game, what your main objective is to actually get a good position either for the end game, or just checkmate the king right on the spot, win the game. So this is probably where all the chaos happens. So after we castle, if black plays something like bishop d7, the white's gonna slowly build up an attack, right? He's gonna play like queen c2, and now he's gonna start attacking. Like he's gonna start attacking. Even black can start attacking with moves like c4 that can pressure the bishop into going back. Now what white really wants to do is avoid those kind of mistakes, because those keep him back from attacking. And now black can move into the attack. They can do it on the queen side as well, but white can go over here to h4, h4, and then if they play h5, we are also, if you're playing an opening like this, you probably are going to want to place your knight on e5. Placing your knight on e5 after it takes, you're going to take with your pawn, and now this knight is gone, like g4 over here. And now you can also, and then you bring your rooks, you bring your queen, like you basically want to attack the king. Now let me just show you an opening where this is just complete chaos. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. After knight f6 and bishop g4, this is called the Traxler counterattack. And now after knight takes f7, you can play check. And if he takes, then it's very bad because of knight e5, and their king is basically wide wide open. After queen e3, you play something like queen to h4. And after queen to h4, you're threatening check, and then you just threaten to keep attacking. So, for example, if they play a random move like queen to f3, then they're going to lose. So, let me just show you the quickest way here. So here, and if he tries to go here, you can play d5, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can play d5, but first, I think you might want to play check. after check, if takes, then knight takes e4. Now you got both knights in the game. And yeah, for the cost of a bishop, you've basically won the whole game. You're dominating the position. You're threatening mate in one. For example, if they try to do something, if they try to get greedy and take this, it's mate in one, queen f2, and the game is just over. The king can't take, the king can't block, and the king can't run away. So that's basically what openings are. And the middle games I pretty much explained in the previous example. After over here in this position, you can trade, and now what white wants to do and black wants to do is they want to kind of advance with the pawns, open up the position, then they just want to get in with the rooks. And then they want to get in with the queen over here, or after e6, they can try to take on h4. There's many possibilities. The game might go something like this, and then knight takes e5, takes, and yeah, the game will probably go on like this. And then this is what I basically mean by opening up the position. Now, here, it's kind of important you don't take this, if you actually take this with tempo, forcing them to go back and giving you an extra move with queen to e4, and now you're all equal. So that's basically what middle games are. Endgames now are pretty tricky. Endgames are basically, as you can probably tell, end game, so probably late in the game when there's only a few pieces left on the board. Let me just show you an example. So when there's few pieces left on the board, so say for example, there's only 2 pawns left here. I've actually had this in a game. I just had this in a game, like this. Now the black pieces are over here, this here, and basically over and like this, and now you just get rid of everything. But wait, there was also 3 pawns over here. The king was coming closer. Now just get rid of everything except for one of the rooks. Oh, let's bring one of the rooks back. Now the rook was over here. And now in endgames, what you might want to do is you're gonna have something like this probably, and depending on if it's white's move, like for example, white just moved king to f2. This is an equal endgame, so you could play rook e2, and yeah, the game goes on. Probably what can happen here is one second. Is your king? You might want to bring your king to kind of the center. In the middle, in the end games, you need to bring your king to the center. In opening the middle games, you need to make your king safe, and then in the end games, you have to bring your king to the middle so that you can gobble up all the pawns. Let me just show you an example. So you're gonna play rook takes d3, and now you're gonna run away. Go here. Now that the king's in the middle, usually this king would come in the middle, right? Because that's what's important. But right now it's pressured, it can't come forward. Also, it has to keep an eye on this pawn, because in endgames it's very crucial. Even if you lose one pawn, it can ultimately cost you the game. So that's basically endgames. That's basically all I have to say about endgames, because it's quite simple. The game can go on in various different ways. You can bring your rook down here, check, here, takes, here, takes, and this is basically exactly how my game went. And he went here, and basically I attacked. My king was over here, right? He just advanced with this pawn. I came closer, and I came closer, and then he finally moved this pawn. After this, I went here, and as you can see, he's just completely winning because it's okay. He's just completely winning because he could just defend all the pawns, and there's really nothing you could do. You could try to attack, but after this, rook e7, king f8, check here, and you can even in here you can just go here and take it. It doesn't really matter because you got this king trap on the back rank. That's basically all I have to say about Endgames. Now that you know how to play the game, you can go on chess.com, Lead Chess, whatever website you want. You can make an account for yourself, and you can start playing with what I've taught you so far. So now I want to tell you guys something. I explained the openings, middle games, and end games specifically today because I wanted to show you how to play the game, basically show you the basics, then move on to the games. We can look at games, we can study them, we can do all types of stuff. And we can even look at some of my games or some of your games if you want me to. And I said all of this because I'm going to a tournament in the weekends, and yeah, I'm gonna be gone for 2 days. I'm gonna come back on Monday, and yeah, on Monday I'll probably post a video about chess, and I'll probably show you my games and tell you my mistakes and probably what I did wrong and what I should improve on, and what you guys can learn from that as well. So that's basically it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.